Yeah.
Oh god.
Can they see this?
Yeah, Instagram can see that, and YouTube can see it on the sauce cam and not on the other cam.
Soft cam. Great.
Okay, we're good.
Sauce
All right, so
cam.
I want to start it, and I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to file in.
Great.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Our Instagram angling today is a little wonky, but we're making it work.
Yeah, I mean, you can also, if you want to back it up to get all of it in, you can as well. That doesn't really matter. I'm probably going to be holding this right here. So,
That's fine.
for anybody that doesn't know what we're doing, hello, sauce cam viewers. They're the same as the regular cam viewers. We've got some fabric that the Lunar Mist Jounin is made out of. It is a 3-layer nylon TPU fabric.
Has it been treated?
It has. I'm going to talk about that real quick. So one of the reasons that the fabric is actually more of an eggshell white or an off-white is because it has been treated.
Do you actually need me here? Am I just the assistant?
Oh yeah, you're the assistant today.
Okay.
So part of the reason that it is the color that it is that it's been treated with a stain and water resistant. It's not advertised as stain resistant, but it's waterproof, and so that makes it stain resistant. So we've had coffee on this, we've had ketchup on the other one. This is actually a different fabric than the original, so it's much more stain resistant. So what we're going to do today is I have soy sauce. So we solicited some responses from the Discord server. We have soy sauce. You don't have to go through all of them. We have duck sauce. We have an old bottle of Melinda's habanero hot sauce, which is delicious. Never had it. We've got some coffee, which is it's instant coffee. We're not planning on drinking it. It's just for the meme. We've got some Listerine because I found it in the office. This is all just stuff we've had in the office. We had a lot of really good responses. I'm sorry we don't have much more food. We do have some actual food, but I don't really want to throw it on because it is like food that we want to eat.
We have tzatziki.
Pita Chat does ask if there will be a return of ketchup. And
We don't have any ketchup. I'm so sorry. We don't have any ketchup. We have hot sauce.
Really don't have ketchup?
No, we have
No.
hot sauce. We have some packets, but I couldn't
also,
find
some love for the new haircut, Leslie.
Oh, thank you.
Says.
And we've got dirt, which we are going to put on dry, and then we're going to mix it with some water and make mud out of it.
Mhm.
So the rules are, if it doesn't run off and it sticks, which most of this, so the reason we're confident doing
There are
this,
rules?
yeah, there are rules. The reason that I'm confident in doing this is we've already poured coffee on it for some photos yesterday, and I know it works really well. We actually made a little cup with coffee, and if you take it and like smear it in with your hand, it stains a little bit, but otherwise it just sort of rolls around. So if it sticks, we have some water here to rinse it off, and we have some paper towels. So we will try basically what you would be able to do at like a restaurant or, you know, when you're out and about. We're going to try to showcase like how you could handle this if you got some stuff on.
So I have a question, which is, what is the mechanism for catching all of the debris that comes off of this?
It's this recycling tote.
And what will happen to this recycling tote afterwards?
I'll take it to the bathroom and wash it out.
Okay.
We have utility sink in the bathroom, so.
Okay, great.
I
I'm satisfied.
think this one, because this is the one we throw cans into, and it's got lots of stuff. Also, if you guys have a Jounin, the inner liner is not water resistant or waterproof. So if you do get things on it, try to keep them on the outer shell, because that's what this material is. The inner material is not the same. So just keep that in mind. All right, what do you want to start with? Let's start with the easy ones that we know are gonna work. So I think coffee and Listerine are probably the two.
Yeah.
So we'll actually make a little. I'll make a little pool. Am I in the shots? Your key. You'll have to tell me.
Let's see.
You can open up OBS to tell.
Child.
OBS is the more responsive one.
Everyone hang on.
Just want to make sure I'm in it for the initial sort of.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Okay, we're good?
So you can just sort
We're
of.
good there. We're good on Instagram. Very visible to both
All right.
people.
So just do a little dump.
All right.
Done.
Well, it's my morning routine, and I'm wearing my Jounin. Oh my goodness, what's happened here?
Oh no.
Oh.
Yay.
I do that sometimes.
Yep. So we've got the residue left over. So if you would, no, get some water. Let's use water first.
Just water?
Yeah, just water.
No,
And
we,
now I'm brushing
we
my
unfortunately
teeth
do not
on-
have any mustard either. We're not a condiments heavy company.
Nor.
Very nice. So,
No.
Listerine, we're good. God, that's
Smells great. Very minty.
Listerine. No problem. Listerine.
No problem. Recommend washing your Jounin in Listerine.
Yeah, don't wash your Jounin in Listerine. Also, disclaimer: don't do any of this. Like, we're not doing this because we think that you should go dunk your Jounin in some coffee. But we have heard a lot of people that are like, "Oh, it's white. It's gonna get dirty."
Not with Listerine in it.
This is a pretty not with Listerine. So this is a pretty like. It's a pretty stain resistant. It's actually very stain resistant because you can see it just. All right. So for the coffee, let's actually pour some coffee on it because I know what this.
Can they see if it's cupped up?
Yeah. Can you raise it up a little bit for sauce cam? Yes, perfect. There we go. This is your morning commute coffee.
Oh
You
God, it's everywhere. Someone.
bumped into someone really cute.
Oh God, they're so cute.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually getting on the underside,
Ah.
and which is a good point. Is that like the underside is not stain resistant, but the exterior.
And if you've gotten anything on the underside of your fabric, you probably have bigger issues.
Whoop.
Exterior.
There we go.
I'll turn it the other way so it doesn't. I didn't even think about that, but I guess it's a good illustration.
Yeah.
So that's just how this material is made. Is that the underside is like a nylon mesh, so it's actually meant to be soft. If you guys subscribe to the email, the inner is actually like a soft, breathable layer, and then the outer layer is the treated layer.
I touched it. It was gross.
Well, actually.
But look at that shell.
Yeah, but the shell. I mean, there's nothing on it. So let me move it so that you can't actually see that. So it doesn't.
Sorry.
It doesn't interfere. So we'll do
Sorry,
it.
we ruined the testing already.
We'll do it this direction. Yeah. Sorry. This.
Great.
All right. Cool.
Yes,
All
we
right,
do
what else?
have a hot sauce. We don't have a pasta sauce or a pesto.
We don't have any pasta sauce. I looked
No.
in our fridge.
Do we want to go from least viscous to most viscous? So maybe the
So-
soy sauce?
Oh yeah, soy sauce. I forgot about the soy sauce. I mean, soy sauce is going to be the
It's a
same
waste
as
of soy sauce, but
the.
all right.
We have more in there.
We have-
There's some really old soy sauce in there.
All right.
So much
Can we
soy
use peanut butter?
I don't know. I mean, we can. I don't know how well
Yeah,
peanut
peanut
butter
butter.
would work.
Sorry, that's my own thing.
Wow.
The viscous stuff is the stuff I'm more concerned
Okay,
won't
okay,
work.
okay, okay. Ha ha.
All right, raise up a little bit for the fans, for the sauce.
I can lower the can. Yeah. So
Oh
soy
my
sauce.
God.
Soy sauce is kind of cool. As you can see, it just
Go.
beads up completely,
All right.
which is you can see how it's really cool. It's the I don't know the technical term, but the outer layer is.
I'm going to
The beatability.
rotate the sauce cam down a little
Oh,
bit,
yeah.
just so that you don't have to hold it quite as high.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's fine. The water is probably there more for the. Keep
Yeah.
these guys down.
We've
You want
got-
to check the camera angle?
Okay, so that's Listerine, coffee,
Yeah.
and soy
Is
sauce,
that better?
and
That's
water, of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you
Nothing.
can see nothing. So the liquids, we knew liquids are good. Now we're getting into the stuff, and then maybe you want to try the dirt, like the actual, like you dry the sauce.
Oh yeah.
Like let's put some dirt on there. So this is like
not wet.
I'll try to like rub it in a little bit maybe.
Eritrea by the sea. I'm sorry, I didn't. Appreciate the food options. White attracts my lunch like nothing else.
So we've got
What are these?
some dirt here.
In case you're eating dirt for lunch.
Dry dirt. In case somebody pushed you into the dirt while you're eating your lunch.
The dirt's off. You want to hit it with a little water,
I
or
don't know.
you want to just try to wipe it?
Maybe.
Go for it.
Oh yeah.
That's fine. You can. I think rinsing it would be. You can also dip a paper towel into the.
She's clean.
There's a little bit of residue left. You want to dip it into the water?
Yeah.
The cool thing about these too is that they're
So we don't have any like soap or anything like
yeah
that
no soap.
with us. This is just water. So I'm sure a little bit of light detergent would get out any of the rest.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of like dust residue on there.
But not.
So I would say solids honestly are probably not as good as liquids as far as so
This is us testing.
let's wait until for the end to do the mud because I have a feeling that the mud is not going to work very well.
Do you want to use duck sauce?
Just say the duck sauce. Well, let's try hot sauce. If hot sauce works, then duck sauce will be fine.
All right.
let's do-
So
Let's do this.
this is Melinda's original habanero XX extra hot pepper sauce.
Ooh, that's not for me.
It's
That-
actually not something.
It says set your mouth on flavor.
It's actually delicious.
That's a great.
That's great.
It's a good hot sauce.
Who wrote that? Are they?
I wanna take lessons
Alright.
from that guy.
We've got it's pretty good. All right, so we've got this clean side here. You want to just it's actually very old too.
Oh no.
Sprinkle it on.
Oh goodness.
All right,
Oh,
so
gosh.
okay, that's plenty.
All right.
So you've got I think it was the rubbing it in that so you don't as long as you don't rub it in with your hands, you're probably fine.
Yeah.
So we've got hot sauce. Some more water.
Oh God, it's
Oh, yeah, it's running off. Nice.
Bye, hot sauce.
Try to hit it with the
Set your sinus on fire. Yeah.
all right.
I was expecting the hot sauce
I-
to leave something.
I feel more confident about wet. Just a tiny little. Yep. All right, hot sauce is good. So it seems
Get
like
a little closer to the Instagram to see what has been occurring.
yeah.
So
So
far, nothing.
the only staining we've got is on the inside because I'm an idiot and I got coffee in there.
Yeah.
But the outer layer and so the other side with the dirt, you can see there is a little bit of dirt. You could probably get a little bit of mild detergent and water and very easily wash it off. I don't know if that's visible or not. It's very faint.
The sights and smells of the
There's a lot
bucket.
going on in the bucket here. All right, do you want to
Oh,
try?
gosh.
Can we try peanut butter in that?
Swift
You wanna
Shadow
rinse some peanut butter?
666.
Get some more water while you're doing it.
Swift Shadow
Any
666
questions?
says, I was about to ask about mud. I went down hard in mud in the Hunter's Garb coat once. Oof. Yeah, so we'll do the mud. That was just dry dirt. So we'll do the mud probably last. 'cause
Mud's probably not gonna. So it seems like the theme here is any kind of liquid or semi-viscous material that isn't rubbed in washes off very easily with water. If you're sitting somewhere and something splashes on you, if you are eating in it, or you are, I don't know, you get some kind of debris on you, it's totally fine as long as you don't rub it in. If you really like jam something in there, or if you had some dirt that you kind of got, I mean it is white, like it's not white. So
it's not what.
it's not white. So I mean it's not going to be a stain resistant. Now the black Jounin, I was thinking on Discord, is probably the most stain as far as like visibility goes. You probably couldn't see anything on a black Jounin because
The Pork Collective asks, did I miss the barbecue sauce?
we don't have any barbecue sauce.
Yeah, we're
We have
limited.
hot sauce. Probably
We
the
did just
closest.
use the hot sauce.
Okay, cool. You want to try peanut
I
butter?
don't
I
know
do
if
want
we
to try
caught
peanut
that.
butter.
Peanut butter. I am.
Peanut butter.
This one's not new, is it? Oh, come
Oh,
on. Hang on.
fresh
We've got a.
peanut
I
butter.
think it's wet.
Why do we have this?
This is wet and it smells like coffee. I think something we were doing yesterday while Leslie is. Can we see this on the camera?
Yes, we can see
So
it.
one of the cool things we were doing yesterday, if I can get this, is like making a little
A
boat,
little boat.
making a little
A
coffee
coffee
boat.
boat.
Yeah.
And it just goes.
Yeah, I mean, like if it's liquid, it doesn't really matter if it has any color in it because it will just come right off.
We also have
This
yogurt.
is definitely giving
Oh my god, that's the world's
like-
oldest peanut butter.
It's really old peanut butter.
infomercial
That's fine.
vibes.
Infomercial vibes. Yes, that's exactly what we were going for.
Well, the number's on your screen now.
All right, let me get ready for this because there's a good chance that this won't come off very well, so we may have to do a little scrubbing. All right, so let's start with a completely clean screen here. Go for it.
This feels wrong.
So just I guess just glob it on there.
Feels wrong.
I don't know. Don't do.
Fabric's not cheap.
I mean, how much
How much
I mean,
peanut butter
how
could
much
a
peanut
person?
butter could a person get on themselves? I guess that's probably not a great
Oh
question.
god, it's really solid, y'all.
It was in the fridge, right?
It was in the fridge, yes.
All right. Oh gosh. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it won't.
It actually doesn't
want
stick
to
very
sit.
well. Let me get down.
You want to try like really mushing it in there?
So there is some on there. I mean, he doesn't really want to rub in very much, which is cool.
No,
Like
it,
It's just kind of
it
like-
just
it actually doesn't stick.
It it just wants to roll around a little bit.
All right.
Wow.
Okay, that's good. You
Kind
want
of magical.
to? Okay, so this is what we've got here.
Ah.
So give us just a minute, and we'll try to clean it.
This one might have done it. This might be the one that has done it.
Let me get me some water.
Kind of wish that we had some soap.
We do have soap.
We do have soap.
Yeah, I never got soap.
Can we get some soap?
You want me to get
a
some
little
soap?
scrubby. Yeah.
Nah, that's fine. I think
Soap
it's
would be
probably
cheating.
Soap would be cheating.
Yeah.
This is a test for science.
don't put peanut butter on. I mean, so it seems like again, anything that's viscous enough to really like stick to it and break that water repellent barrier.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if you got a lot of if you got some soap, you might be able
I
to.
think if you really got in there, you might be able to get it, but don't put peanut butter.
Don't put peanut butter on it. And if you were eating something, like I would be willing to bet if you were eating something, like you're eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich and some dripped on you, and it just sort of like it would just fall right off of you. We don't have jelly. We used it on the N7.
Ah.
But like if you're eating a hot dog or something in your Jounin for whatever reason, and some like ketchup or mustard, it would just roll. It wouldn't stick.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
But this is a good thing to know about
Don't rub it in.
about Jounin maintenance. Let it roll off. Don't try to squish it in.
Yeah, don't try to like
Rub it.
in. All right, you want to try some mud?
Do the mud.
Probably not going to go well.
Mud.
Okay, so I'm going to put some water in here.
Spitless Sound has a question about the Virgil.
Sure.
Email us. Send us an email at
Yeah.
info@Volante Design.
Also, Virgil's not waterproof.
Yeah. So
I am also 5'4". The Virgil is a tad long on me, but it doesn't like drag on the ground.
oh god, this is not gonna.
How muddy do we want it? More
With
dirt?
pseudonym says still a pretty impressive result for peanut butter.
Peanut butter is pretty gnarly. Maybe we should have ended with peanut butter.
Peanut butter is pretty gnarly.
All right,
Pitted Cat asks, the material is waterproof for sure, but is it oil-proof as well?
that's a good question. I don't know.
How would we test that?
Peanut butter?
Rub
Probably
it on your
not.
face.
I don't think it is oil proof. I wouldn't think it is. Like, it's probably hydrophobic. It's probably not whatever the hydrophobic version of oil is.
Oil-phobic.
Did you say?
That's a good point. That's a good question. Peanut butter is really high in oil, and it definitely stuck to it. I'm curious to see how the mud does, because
God, I love my job.
probably not a lot of. No, leave it more watery.
I'm working on it.
Oh my gosh, how long does it take to make mud?
Listen.
I mean, have you ever seen those like rugged living things? Quite a while.
I mean, also this is like stark white fabric. If you've ever owned a white garment, you wouldn't get it in 100 miles of any kind of.
The Port Collective has a great question. Makeup and foundation? That would probably stain.
It's oil based, right?
Yeah.
Wait. Use a spot that it has a little bit. Let's save the clean spot for.
I'm not putting peanut butter on my face if that's what you want.
Yeah.
Get in
All
a
right,
good
you wanna duck down and get in the. Oh, we can show them after.
Can you let me see how?
No.
a little bit lower. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. All right, everyone. Let's see how makeup does.
Oh, the sacrifice.
Oh, the sacrifice.
Okay, makeup. Don't.
Let's put some eyebrow on there too.
Oh god. Okay, that's probably good. Don't ruin all of our piece of white.
Oh goodness.
That's makeup, people.
Can
You believe
That
I'm
might. That,
you want to try to wet a paper?
Can you believe I'm not this naturally beautiful?
Do you want to try to wet a piece of paper towel?
I think a bit of soap might.
Yeah, let's get some soap.
Okay, I'll get
You want to get some soap? Now that we've been talking about whether it's oil resistant, so the problem I think with something getting through that outer layer is, like we said, the inner layer, as you can see from the staining of the coffee, is a mesh. It's a nylon mesh, so it is not. It's probably hydroscopic, like, or whatever the opposite of hydrophobic is. Hydroscopic. It likes water, so you get the inside wet. Although the way that Jounin is constructed, you will never get the inside of the fabric wet.
I also found some honey.
Ooh.
We're running a little long here, so.
We're having fun. It's a good time. Apple17 says, I love Leslie. Oh my god. And the Port Collective says, you always look on point.
Wet your paper towel.
We'll wet my paper towel.
So if you
You know-
gotta ask,
Oh man, I wish I had a makeup remover wipe. I wonder how that would work.
yeah. Swift Shadow, while we're doing that, asks, can I get some talons made out of this material?
Mm. Oh. You get that diamond too, you can.
Yeah.
You know what?
You know what?
You know what?
Well, now it's going to be wet because it will have soaked in.
Yeah. So we'll check back on the
We'll try to let this dry.
The next time we stream, we will grab the.
Well, no, we'll check back in a couple of minutes.
No, it won't dry in a couple of minutes.
Oh.
All right, get a wet paper towel. Yes.
A wet paper towel.
Yeah. Sorry, mix this up.
This is so scientific.
So really, the question will be, what does it look like after it's had a chance to dry?
Because it is coming off.
Because it is definitely, but the fabric is wet. So I mean, there's a little bit there. You can see where I scrubbed it there. It is coming off,
So
but
a lot of it did come. Yeah.
it did. A lot of it did come off. But I'm curious to see what it looks like when it's.
When it gets a chance to dry. Wipe that eyebrow off.
Nah, I have to get more soap. It's fine. Try some mud.
All right.
Yeah, so it definitely took a lot of it off. There is a little bit of a water stain though, so I'm not sure what it'll look like. Next stream, we will bring this piece of fabric back and we will let everyone know. Did we ask Emily if we can do this with this piece of fabric?
Did who ask Emily?
Never mind. Don't say anything.
Eritrea by the sea app, has an oil been used yet? And I assume that your makeup was oil based.
Peanut butter is oily. It's super oily. So we can try to get some of the peanut butter off too, but let's put
Some dirt on
put
it.
some dirt on it.
You want me to just really grind it in?
No, I don't want you to grind it in at all, actually. I want you to just...
Is this more of like a trip and fall into the mud rather than somebody has pushed you into the mud?
This is more like mud has been splashed up on you.
Okay.
So I think anything getting ground in is probably not going to do very well.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
All right, are we in frame here?
Yes. You're good.
Are we over the
Just-
lean with?
Yeah, just get this
Yeah, we're
going.
good. Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Maybe because it's
So wait, don't touch it. So this is mud that's been
ugh, the sound
here. Let me.
of it
This
just
is
like
this.
soften up all over.
So this is from potting soil from our plant here. And that's really really cool. We get some water and just sort of dump it on.
That was kind of neat.
That's really neat. I didn't expect that.
Can we grind some mud into it?
No, we know what's gonna happen. Oh wow. So
I mean, I think we should like give it a good grind and see if we can really get it
Yeah.
to stick. How badly?
so it seems like the hypothesis here is
As long as you let whatever falls on you fall off of you,
it's fine.
it's fine.
Don't grind it in.
Like water off a Junin's back.
Most a Junin.
A Junin?
A Junin.
A Jonin.
Even the peanut butter, if we wouldn't have ground it in, would have
Just
just
gonna say
fallen off.
duck, but
Yeah.
So anything that's probably liquidy or not dry will probably just come right off of it.
Mhm. So wine.
Wine, totally fine. I'm sure we don't have any wine here, but we have some cider.
we do have some cider.
But it's fine. Everything that we've shown, I think,
Anything liquid is
if
fine.
the mud wouldn't stick to it, I don't think anything else would stick to it. If the coffee wouldn't stick to it, then but we can grind. I mean, we're gonna.
Yeah.
If you grind it in, like this is a good.
Nope.
Although I mean, it really takes some. It takes some doing.
You would have to really be.
It really takes some doing to get it in there.
Mhm. You have to get it past the like treated.
Yeah, you have to get past the treated barrier. Gonna wipe that off. Yeah, a little bit. Again, you probably with some soap. With some soap and some. I've got a soapy thing right here. I mean, this is the first time we're doing this too. Yeah, I mean, you can. It's wet a little bit, but not.
Okay. So nothing that is
Bad.
dumped down into the fabric.
Huh.
But
So the only thing that really had a terrible time was the dry dirt is still kind of on there, and the peanut butter.
Yeah, the peanut butter is definitely the worst of it.
The makeup, you can kind of see as it's drying, the makeup is way less obvious. So I'm not going to say it definitively, but I would think that if you hand wash this with some soap a few times, there's a good chance you could get a stain out of it pretty easily. It's not porous the same way that cotton or like it's not like that. So
If you get makeup on a cotton,
even this is actually really
yeah.
wet. I wonder this makeup. Okay, I'll try to wipe this off, clean this off before
We'll
we.
check back in on Tuesday.
Yeah, next stream you guys come back and we will try to see. I'll try to get the peanut butter because the peanut butter stain is the worst one. Really, the only one. It's this guy right here. It's pretty, but like Pitty Chat or whoever was saying, could be oil. Could be an oil problem.
Yep.
So, as long as you don't have a high oil amount in whatever gets on it, you're probably fine. But like, I would be totally fine if I was eating some food or something and it fell out of my mouth and just like it would probably just roll completely off. So.
Cool. Jamal Taylor says a white Ronin with the different colored shoulders would be cool.
Ooh.
White Ronin with
Like the body part being white. And your
Ronin or Jounin?
Ronin.
Oh, with the black shoulders.
Yeah.
All right. That's probably it for us today. Thank y'all for joining us for this experiment. Couple of conclusions. If what you have is liquid-ish, has water in it, and isn't oil-based, there's a really good chance that on the white Jounin, the Lunar Mist Jounin, it will just completely fall off. And as long as you don't grind it in, as long as it's not kind of rubbed in or pushed in, a stain, coffee, you spill wine, like it doesn't really matter. What is that spot? Is that where it was wet? Oh, awesome! Look at that. That's the spot that we were rubbing on that's wet.
So because we were interested.
Yeah. So once something
learned so much.
Once something is rubbed into the outer coating, I'm sure the people who make the fabric probably explain it much better than that. Once something is rubbed into the outer coating and breaks that waterproof barrier and gets into the fabric, there's a real good chance that it will like get stuck in the fabric.
Wow. Yeah.
But so you can see that's the spot. You can see the spot where it's wet and where it's dry. Interesting. Yeah. So as long as you don't rub something into it or break that waterproof barrier, you're probably totally fine for. I mean, we've dumped coffee, hot sauce, mud, you name it. Peanut butter, don't grind it in. Don't do any of this. It's a really nice jacket. But
Yeah.
your normal, just kind of run-of-the-mill stains and splashes, don't worry about it. This is not like typical white fabric. It is.
You'd want to treat it like you would like a nice suit.
Treat it like a nice suit, but you don't have to treat it. You certainly don't have to worry about it as much as. Well, yeah, here we go. So this is
Tell us the story of our sins.
dry dirt, peanut butter, and then makeup / coffee.
Yeah.
But everything else, that is. Oh, that's from the other day. We rubbed some coffee into it the other day. Wasn't a great idea. Key took their finger and. Did you rub it in with your thumb?
I like really mushed it into the fibers.
But everything else, hot sauce, soy sauce, coffee, Listerine, mud on the unbroken barrier. Good to go. Jounin, available now. Buy one if you want one. They're sweet as hell. And we will
Alright.
see you guys later.
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yep.
Tuesday.
On the next video.
Bye, everybody. It smells like that's a melange right there.
We gotta get rid of this.
Yeah, this is terrible.